Hey, Liberty High School, Guitar 2. So I thought I'd start with just a little video on security. We started this a little bit before school was canceled. So I thought I'd follow up on it. So this is Security, is sung by Etta James, written by Otis Redding. So first let's go through chords. Starts with good old E. And then it's got what we call C sharp minor, and it's an A minor shaped chord is what how I like to label it. So there's A minor, and then if you flip your fingers around, third finger, pinky, middle on the B string. It's not a super good view. Okay, so notice that you've got the E string and the A string open. Okay, cool. So if you move that up, that's the root of the chord right there in your first finger, meaning the lowest note that you want to hear. So when you move it up, you apply your first finger. So you're going to move all that up for your first fingers on the 4th fret. Anytime I talk about these bar chord shapes, I'm going to say move it to the 4th fret, and what I mean by that is your first finger is on the 4th fret, the root of the chord. So that is C sharp minor. You've kind of got two options here. You can either really focus on getting that first finger on the A string. Guitar, I also kind of hook like my finger, I kind of put pressure on like that part of it right here, so I get the high E string as well. Some guitar players will just bar the whole thing, like everything. That's totally fine too if you want to do that. I just personally like doing that because that's the root of the chord. Okay, cool. C sharp minor is what that's called. And then you'll need to have a B chord, which we did already. This is an A-shaped bar chord. So you're on the first finger's on the 2nd fret, third finger bars the D string, G string, and B string. And so again, for both these chords, I should say this: make sure your thumb's not up here. Make sure you've got it in the back of the guitar neck, and it looks like, kind of that back there. And so I've got lots of space here. Some of you might end up looking like this in your hands. Ugh, don't do that. So really open up that hand so you've got lots of space kind of in that area. Okay, so B. You also need an A chord. This is a song where I think it's easier to bar your A chord with your first finger across these 3 strings. And then just don't worry about that high E string sounding. I just let it mute. So those are all the chords that you have to worry about in the song. Again, it's E, like so, C sharp minor. You got B in it, and A. Okay, so strum pattern. I'll put a little document on the website that I showed you in class, just in case you forgot your sheet. But I'm doing a down, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. I'll break it down a little bit. Down, bass, down, up. Try that much by itself. Down, bass, down, up. A little bit more. Down, bass, down, up, down, up. Try it. Down, bass, down, up. Here's a little bit more. Down, bass, down, up, bass. Down, bass, down, up, bass. Here's the rest of it. Down, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. I'll do it again. Down, bass, down, up, bass, down, up. Cool. So, first the verse goes back and forth between an E chord and a C sharp minor chord. It'll sound like this. Cool, so that's the verse. I would practice a lot of this, one strum. Go back and forth. Just know that each chord does get 2 measures, so it's actually slower. It's like, so 2 measures. So that's what the verse looks like. You get to the, what do you call this section? What do you call this? The chorus? Yeah, this is the chorus. The chorus starts with your B chord like so, and the strum pattern changes. And it does, well, how I am playing it, there is no like a strum pattern. It's just kind of what sounds good to you. This is what sounds good to me. So I'm doing down, bass, down, bass, down, bass, down, bass. And so with this chord, the bass note that you want to hear, the root, is on the A string, where your first finger is. So, and then you go to A, same thing, same bass note because it's the same shape, right? It's just an A that's moved. Okay, so that's how that starts. I'll start it again. And then you go back to E and the other strum pattern. C sharp minor. And a quick. Oh, it was a horrible time, but just 2 nice strums on B. So here's kind of the whole chorus chunk again. So starting on the B. So that was the chorus. Cool. So that is how security works.